Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. Chuck is a film that was made in 2016 but was released in May 2017, and it is a boxing biopic and it tells the story of a Chuck Wepner. And you may be asking, who is Chuck Wepner? Well, Chuck Wepner is actually the guy that Rocky Balboa was based on. Certainly the first Rocky was based on his real life Chuck Wepner, and especially his fight he had with Muhammad Ali, where he actually went 15 rounds with Muhammad Ali. And that was the inspiration for Sylvester Stallone to write the story of Rocky. And the movie stars Liev Schreiber as Chuck Wepner, Ron Perlman, Michael Rapaport, Naomi Watts, and Elizabeth Moss. So this is essentially what we've got here. It is telling the story of the real life Rocky. And it starts off initially at the beginning. You've got he's already an established boxer, if you like. He's not renowned, he's not famous. He's got a nickname of the Bleeder, which is another title that this film was named initially as the Bleeder. But it was a title he never liked, a nickname he never liked, because essentially he basically bled in every fight, and he was renowned for getting lots of cuts. The picture you can see there, that's the real Chuck Wepner, squaring up to Muhammad Ali. So he was known as the Bleeder. He was a fairly bang average boxer, but with a lot of heart and a lot of courage. And he was initially going to fight George Foreman. He was the #1 contender to fight George Foreman, and the Rumble in the Jungle happened. Was it the Rumble in the Jungle? The one where Foreman fought Ali anyway, and Ali shocked the world. And Ali won that match, obviously, but he still managed to get his match for the World Championship against Muhammad Ali rather than George Foreman. So the film leads up to that, up to the match where Muhammad Ali, the heroics in that boxing match, and it follows his life following that up to the making of Rocky, and ultimately the downward spiral that his life takes, where he actually ends up in prison at one point in his life as well for dealing drugs. So it doesn't really hold any punches, this movie. Now, when it first started, I thought this movie was going to be a bit light-hearted, almost comedy-like, because it kind of felt like that at the early stages of the movie, the first 5-10 minutes or so. But it actually isn't. When you actually watch the movie, it's quite hard-hitting, and a very, very dramatic movie. In every sense of the word. It's not the most dramatic movie you're ever going to see, and that is mainly down to the fact that, other than his claim to fame against Ali and Rocky, he led a pretty dull life, I suppose. He lived off the fame he generated from the fight with Ali, and the fame from Rocky, and he lived off that fame consistently in his life throughout that fight and that film, to the point where he didn't really have a life and he ended up losing everything, really. But it also tells a story how he also finds the love of his life, played by Naomi Watts, Linda. Well, that's certainly how it's portrayed in the movie anyway, the love of his life, even though he was married with a daughter. Now, I think this film was a decent biopic. I thought the performances throughout was, generally speaking, very good. I think Liev Schreiber's performance was standout. I thought he's an excellent actor anyway, and his performance was very, very good. I thought Ron Perlman's performance was very good, who was like his trainer. And Naomi Watts really surprised me. I thought she's not in it that much in the movie, but she was very good too. The two downsides I've got for this movie are really the actors they got to play Muhammad Ali was about as charismatic as Tree Trunk, really. It was a shocking choice to play Ali, the actor that they chose. He looked nothing like him, he acted nothing like him, and it wasn't believable at all. And the actor they got to play Sylvester Stallone um, was shocking. Really, he didn't really look anything like him, and he certainly didn't have any kind of physique like Stallone. And that just came off poor as well. I think they really miscast those two roles very, very badly. And to say that these two were such important parts of his life, you think they really did need to get them right. But they didn't. It doesn't drag the movie down, but it doesn't help the movie either. But if you're looking for a nice boxing biopic, this is definitely worth a watch. It's a nice, easy film to watch, and there's great performances throughout too.